Hey Aquarius, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. I'm so happy you're here with me. This is your March 2019 Astrology and Tarot forecast. I'm glad to be back. Thank you for waiting on me. I'm fixing to grab a sip of tea because I'm sick. Or definitely trying to be. The flu's going around. All right, let's talk about March. On the first of the month, we have Venus moving into your sign, Aquarius. You are going to be feeling yourself. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, harmony, money, and resources. And with Venus traveling through your first house, you're going to want to look and feel pretty or look and feel good. I say pretty because Venus is associated with feminine energy. That doesn't mean that pretty is the adjective you would use to describe yourself. Anyways, you're going to be feeling yourself. On the 5th of the month, we have Mercury going retrograde at 29 degrees of Pisces. This is your second house. This is where a deep soul wound has been. And Chiron tried to address it during the transit through Pisces. And Chiron has moved into Aries. But I feel like this Mercury retrograde gives us an opportunity to reflect and reassess and refine what we want to do in the second house of our money, love, values, and possessions, our self-esteem, our self-worth. Gives you a chance to reflect on all of that. Look at it again. Redo it. Anything with the prefix RE, re, is a good time for a Mercury retrograde, especially in that second house. I don't know if I would be trying to get like a haircut or anything like that. You may not like it on the other side of Mercury retrograde because there may be some miscommunication about it. So just be careful. Keep your receipts. You may want to return stuff. And pay attention to what the return policy is. On the 6th of the month, we've got Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises, liberation, revolution, rebellion. The planet that rules your sign, Aquarius, is moving into Taurus, the earth sign, in your 4th house. It's going to be here until 2025. Uranus moving into your 4th house means that there is going to be some shakes and some surprises and some liberating and some liberation, some rebellion and some revolution. It's dealing with your home and your family, your roots and stability and foundation. It's going to feel like earthquakes sometimes. Forewarned is forearmed. Surprises are also under the theme of Uranus in this house, so there could be surprises in the home or family or dealing with your roots and foundation, where you come from. Also pay attention to your teeth and bones during this time. Maybe a little brittle. On the same day, we have a new moon at 15 degrees of Pisces. This is halfway through the sign of Pisces, going from 0 to 30 degrees. This gives you a chance to look back and see if you've recuperated from that Chiron soul wound in the second house. And if you haven't, or you think that you can do more work or go deeper, this new moon at 15 degrees of Pisces gives you an opportunity to work for 6 more months on your second house. So I implore you to use the energy for that, because if you don't heal it, it will continue to reveal itself to you. And that can manifest in not great situations sometimes. On the 30th of the month, we have the sun moving into Aries. This is your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of your neighborhood, your neighbors, your cousins, your siblings. It deals with your communication style, your communication devices, the way that you interpret information, and the way that you are heard by others. There's a spotlight on that 3rd house, and it could be dealing with your vehicle. During the Mercury retrograde, it could be that a vehicle is giving you a difficult time and you are looking for the money or resources to repair it, and you may not have it. Or it may be a decision that has to be made between how to prioritize what gets handled first. If it's not your car, it's like your phone needs replacing, or you lose your phone or something like that. That's something in the third house is going to trigger that second house situation, make you look at it from a different perspective. On the 21st, we have a full moon at 0 degrees of Libra. This is your 9th house. The full moons have been at 0 degrees since Christmas of 2018. And I want to say that it stays that way until April. I believe that's what I've read. This is occurring in the 9th house for you, giving you a chance to hit a reset button in your area of higher education, long-distance trips, adventures, and questing, learning things like astrology, metaphysics, tarot, going back to school, higher education endeavors, the study of foreign languages, the study of foreign people, foreign places, and foreign things. Could also be tuning in more to that higher-minded, idealistic energy in your world, because that's really 9th house. The best way to approach this full moon is through Venusian energy, because Venus rules Libra. So approach it with love and compassion, and you really can't go wrong. Yeah, 9th house. Maybe even astral travel, like in your dreams for some of y'all. Libra seeks and wants balance. So try to find balance in that 9th house of your ideals and what you're able to do right now. On the 26th, we have Venus moving into Pisces. This is, again, your 2nd house, bringing in some love and compassion, some harmony, maybe even some resources to that 2nd house of money, love, and resources. By love, I mean like love relationships. When you say this is my partner, my significant other, my spouse, my husband, wife, girlfriend, lover, that's what I'm talking about. Because the word my is operative. Possessions. I'm going to be using a third deck in my reading this month. I have picked up the Lenormand deck and started playing with these cards during my hiatus. And they can be very salty, but I'm using them as reflector cards and more information cards. So I'm using them to give more information about each of the cards that have fallen in the tarot. The Lenormand deck is really a small deck in comparison to the tarot. There's like 30-something cards in the Lenormand, 70-something in the tarot. So it's a lot. On the 28th of the month, we've got Mercury going direct in that 2nd house, giving you an opportunity to clarify what needs to be resolved in the 2nd house, or giving you an opportunity to be more clear in what you value. That's a very good way to put it. Being more clear on what you value in that 2nd house of your money and possessions, your earning ability, your self-esteem. And on the very last day of the month, we've got Mars moving into Gemini. This is your 5th house. 5th house is the house of Leo. It is the house of creativity, romance, children, your social life, where you go to blow off steam, and where you, if you're an artist, go to create things. It definitely shows that there's a money issue, possession issue, resource issue coming up, or that you are facing or dealing with now. Yeah, let's talk about it. Bottom of the deck card represents the underlying theme or overarching energy of the spread. For you, I pulled the 4 of Pentacles, Aquarius. The 4 speaks to that 4th house that Uranus is going to be moving into. The theme of that energy for me is watch your resources. Watch your resources in the home, dealing with the home. Don't overextend yourself in the home when it comes to your resources. The pentacles represent earthly material plane, like resources monetarily, and energy as well. Energy is a resource, your time, your love, your focus. The four is tied to the theme of stability, which again reinforces that whole home roots, family stability thing. This card deals with an obsession over stability and security. Don't let it be obsessive, but let it be a goal. Don't let it be a resolution. Let it be a goal, an intention. Resolutions mean that you've had to, well, I mean, we're talking about the Chiron journey, right? Money. A resolution means that you are resolving to not do again, where an intention is, I will do this from now on. Approach it from intention of watching your finances for the purposes of stability and security and not out of scarcity, is what I'm seeing. Top card in the top three for clarity, or the first one, is the Two of Pentacles, again reinforcing that second house energy. The two deuce will, Mercury is in Pisces right now in the pre-retrograde shadow, and I have stumbled over my words the entire time I have recorded this. It's a great first series back, right? Sorry, y'all. Two of Pentacles. You can look in the background and see that there is a boat that is rocking on the waves, and that's pretty much what has to happen when this card shows up. It is figuring out a way to ride the waves and understand that what you consider stability to be may not be the stability that you're going to recognize 7 years from now. It could be that you've come from a very unstable past and you are building a more stable future. And it can be difficult to build that, Aquarius, because you can be very solitary and you're okay with being by yourself. You're about the group as a whole, but individualism is king in Aquarius's world. To thine own self be true kind of stuff. Two of Pentacles deals with balance and adaptability and trying to figure out a way to make it work. It's literally the juggling of the pentacles, the resources. Don't overextend yourself. And watch your head. Just, yeah. Mid-month, around the 20th, you're going to be feeling pretty feisty with the sun moving into your third house. Just watch your communication. Don't get the big head. And save, baby, save. Put those coins away. Second card in the top three for clarity speaks to the full moon in your ninth house, dealing with justice. This card is associated with the sign of Libra, and that's the sign that the full moon is occurring in. It's happening for you in the ninth house. Higher education, long distance trips, foreign places, foreign people, foreign things, foreign languages, astrology, philosophy, metaphysics, religion, studying the legal system, going further. This is the 11th card of the major arcana, so it could also speak to the 11th house. And for you, Jupiter is in the 11th house. The 11th house is the house that you rule, Aquarius. It is your house of social networking, be it online, like social media, or face-to-face social networking. It is the network. And it can be like the internet work, the internet. Teams, groups, memberships, and associations. Libra tries to find balance, holding the sword in a defensive pose, but also weighing the evidence with the scales. See that? You may need to weigh something out. You may come across something online that gives you pause or makes you reconsider. And there could just be justice coming to you through monetary means. Or you owe somebody justice through monetary means, because it can go either way, right? The third card is another major arcana. You have two major arcanas, again, just pointing to the fact that the second house is so very much highlighted right now for you in March, Aquarius. The Sun card. Oh, the lovely Sun. It is the 31st card in the major arcana. It is the representative of the fourth house. The Sun starts out in Pisces at the beginning of the month. So that would be the second house. Lots of focus in that second house of money, love, values, possessions, resources. The things that you call mine. The Sun card is reflective of I think of Leo when I think of the Sun, because the Sun rules Leo, so it could be involving a Leo. It could be speaking to the Sun moving into Aries. That's the third house of communication. The Sun is success and fulfillment. A lot of distinction between the second and fourth house. I feel like there's some generational issues that are coming up for some of you. Like, my ears are ringing now even talking about it. There's a difference in ideals. There's a difference in the way that we do things. And you do it one way and they do it another way, and you're trying to find balance between that if you're in a relationship. And if it's not like a home relationship, then it's like your family dynamics, or yeah. Smoky Quartz is the Sage Goddess Gemstone card that I pulled for you. Smoky Quartz is the transmutation of negative energy and clearing. It helps heal and amplify the vibration of the root chakra. Smoky quartz offers protection, clearing, and transmutation of negative energy, purifying places, spaces, and auras. You've pulled this card because you need deep purification and help attuning low vibrations in your home or place of work or otherwise. Pardon me. Meditate with smoky quartz to receive its clearing powers and actively allow it to absorb what your body can no longer hold. Your body or space. So this is a purifying stone. And it said that you need deep purification in your home, place of work, or otherwise, even like your actual physical body. So let's get to the Lenormand cards. And what I do here is read them with the tarot. Four of Pentacles is reflected by the letter. The letter is the 27th card in the Major Arcana. 2 plus 7 is 9. Again, speaking to that 9th house where the full moon is going to be occurring on the 21st of the month. The letter deals with like a message, something important that you need to get your hands on, like letters or paperwork. Could be that you are very possessive over some sort of paperwork in some way. Another significator in this is the 7 of Spades. The 7 in the tarot is associated with the theme of faith, and spades are tied to the swords suit. So it would be the 7 of Swords, would be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or you Aquarius. And the 7 of Swords deals with feeling duped, feeling stolen from, feeling betrayed, and it could be dealing with your possessions or dealing with something going on in the home. Yeah. The card that reflects this 2 of Pentacles is the Ship card. The Ship card is the 3rd card in the Lenormand deck. And you have that Sun moving into the 3rd house, Chiron recently into the 3rd house as well. Something that's interesting is that I mentioned that the ship is rocking the waves and riding on the waves. And we have another right here, riding the waves. The ship deals with movement. It deals with travel. It deals with trade. And it is also signified by the 10 of spades. That would be the 10 of swords. The 10 of swords is, 10 is tied to completion. Swords, air signs. And the 10 of swords is like crisis, loss, defeat. Watch your home. Watch your valuables. Lock your car. Especially when you're traveling. The Justice card is reflected in the ring. The ring is the 25th card of the Lenormand deck. 2 plus 5 is 7. That speaks to the 7th house ruled by Libra. I would say that associates with the full moon again, reflective of the Justice card being Libra as well. The ring deals with engagements, promises, and commitments. So it's like a commitment to justice, a commitment to that 9th house, a commitment, an engagement, or a promise in that 9th house. Higher education, long distance trips, adventures and questing. Maybe like talking about wanting to go on a vacation. Maybe during the time of Leo, or saving for the time of Leo. The card that is reflected in the sun is the fish, and I really like this card. It's a good card. The fish is the 34th card, another 7. 7, 7, 7. If you go to a casino, like at the end of the month, you could get lucky. And lucky is a definition you can, define, but yeah. The fish is business, it's resources, it's money. It also reflects the King of Diamonds, which would be the King of Coins or Pentacles. And that is a dude who is on his grind. He is an authority figure, and he is able to be very disciplined in his approach to money, and and wants to control it, wants to know where his money is going. I say king because it's associated with masculine energy, but this is an authority figure who wants to know where the money's going and why they can't keep it. And I would say keep your receipts this month as well, because some of you may feel like you've been given a lemon. Read the fine print, reread the fine print, especially when it comes to money and financial contracts. Because it's like something is missed and it affects your stability. Something is missed or not seen or is lost, and it affects like your money is what it looks like it could come out to be. I'm going to pull the bottom card again because I want to know a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. This is the 8 of Swords. 8 deals with change. Air signs. Swords. This isn't like isolation and almost feeling imprisoned. Somebody may feel trapped, but it's a trap that they've set for themselves. It's not something that you may have self-sabotaged yourself, or someone has self-sabotaged. Is another way to see it. And you can easily get out if you just shake the binds off and remove the blindfold, but you don't see it. And this snake, another 7, the house of Libra, that's where that full moon is occurring on the 21st. Watch out around the 21st. Be careful. This snake deals with manipulation, enemies, or frenemies. The snake is also tied to the Queen of Wands energy, and she is an influential individual. Can be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I'm thinking that strong Leo energy because the sun has shown up, and that's a significator of Leo time. And the sun rules Leo. The Queen of Wands is exuberant, vibrant, eager to defend, eager to fight, eager to stand for what she believes in. Be careful of frenemies. You may not see it coming. And it may be because you didn't want to see it coming. That's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. Be careful in your communication. Be very, very, very particular about the finances that you extend this month. Save your receipts. Pay attention to the return policy. And just, as my former mother-in-law used to say, you need to CYA. Cover yo ass. So just be protective. Not in scarcity, but for security and stability. All right. I'm sending you a lot of love, Aquarius. I'm also planning on doing some eclipse videos. It's going to be out after this series is online, where I'm going to talk about the houses that were hit for y'all and the aspects that played out and pull a couple of different cards, that sort of stuff. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. A lot of love coming your way from me. Please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through private battles in our world. Some of us we never speak about to another living soul. I wish you well. Watch your quintadas. Put them in the bank or in your piggy bank, but don't let nobody know where it is. And approach the full moon with compassion and love, and you can't go wrong. All right. I'll see you next month. Take care. I'm glad to be back. Bye, Aquarius. I love y'all.